promised consideration for his cooperation, but became distrustful of the local officials after they mistakenly placed him with the gang suspects that he testified against.
They accidentally put him against the people he testified? What the fuck? Huh?
Occasion.
Oh, I know they was on his
ass.
ass.
Being disowned and disgraced by the Southsiders. While on lockdown, he bounced from faction to faction in search of protection.
Because he's a
He
snitch.
converted to Muslim for a brief period. But at some point during his 20-year sentence, Crook transitioned and began...
You snitched and still got 20 years. God damn.
...identifying as a female.
What? Hold on, bro. They did you like that? So you snitched and then turned to a female in prison? They was doing him dirty, bro.
This episode, I'll be discussing the life of Crook from T Flats.
We got us a California demon.
Was born in the year 1974. In his early years, he was already positioned at a disadvantage. As a child, he grew up on the streets. Looking for a sense of belonging, he joined the Tortilla Flats gang as a kid, where the older homies took him in and showed him the ropes.
Right.
The Tortilla Flats gang occupied a strip of turf near the central portion of Compton, formed in 1962 by the Mendoza brothers, whom were very large and tall, and several of their friends. One of the older Mendoza brothers had been reading a book by John Steinbeck called Tortilla Flats, and that's how the gang got its name. Over the next few decades,
what the hell? That look like me as a baby. What the twin? The
gang continued to grow in numbers as well as their violent reputation.
Oh, goddamn.
Historically, the T-Flats have always had a handful of black members. That dynamic began to change in the 90s when prison politics spilled onto the streets, igniting a series of black versus brown gang wars across LA County. In the 2000s, Compton was hit hard with racial gang strife, and the Flats went from accepting black members to full-on NK status. This shift was perpetuated even further with their war against the Fruittown and Treetop Pyros, which sparked racially motivated killings and attacks on both sides. The T-Flats are distinct as they are one of the only Latino gangs that have pushed NK, while being virtually surrounded by black gangs. The Longos and Long Beach are another gang that fall in this category. In 2025, the new generation of T-Flats looks different from the Cholos of the 2000s.
Look at all them YNs. Look at all them YNs, bro. In
2025, the new generation of T-Flats looks different from the Cholos of the 2000s.
Yeah, God, they do.
In 1993,
what the fuck you expect them to look the same? We got Nike shiesties and switches.
11 News went undercover to examine life on the streets for two very young members of the T-Flats, Chucky and Midget. During this segment, Crook would make an appearance and explain Chucky's role within the gang. Although Crook was only 19 during this taping, he already obtained OG status within his gang.
OG
and
at
took Chucky under his
19?
wing, acting as a mentor father figure.
What?
As the years went by, Chucky became exceptional in fighting, burglaries, firearms, and Grand Theft Autos, with Crook always being there if he needed any parental guidance. In 2002, Boxer and several members from T-Flats were dispatched by the Mexican Mafia and sent to Oklahoma City to set up a methamphetamine dealing operation. Boxer ran point, but things began going south after he moved to Florida, which prompted Boxer to reach out to Crook for assistance. Following a phone conversation, Crook agreed to become Boxer's partner and move to Oklahoma City. Crook's job was to secure large quantities of drugs and drive them from California to Oklahoma City. He recruited additional members from the T-Flats and the CB7Os for extra muscle. Crook's adopted son Chucky also arrived in OKC and was looking to put in work. Things were on the come up and operations were going smooth. The Serenos dominated OKC's underworld. Chucky offered his services to join a hit team to target the home of a local gang member who owed Boxer drug money. At this point, Crook did not trust Boxer and felt that something was wrong. He tried to stop Chucky from being involved, but he failed.
Damn.
At just 19 years old, Chucky was killed in the house of that local gang member.
Damn.
The OKC gang member / drug dealer was also dead.
Not the
but
OG.
Rumors began to fly that Crook and Chucky's crime had betrayed Chucky and killed him. At Chucky's funeral in Palmdale, Crook was filled with guilt for his part in introducing Chucky to the gangster lifestyle.
So he's saying basically that his homie tried to stop him, but then he's also allegedly the one that backdoored him? That's what I'm saying right now. Hey, that Wally.
It felt awful that people were saying that he killed Chucky, but yet he actually felt he had helped kill him in another way. After the funeral, Crook was arrested for a parole violation. He would end up cooperating with the U.S. Attorney's Office in OKC and testify against the T-Flats.
He snitched.
Crook was promised consideration for his cooperation, but became distrustful of the local officials after they mistakenly placed him with the gang suspects that he testified against.
They accidentally put him against the people he testified? What the fuck? Huh?
Occasion.
Oh, I know they was on his ass.
Being disowned and disgraced by the Southsiders. While on lockdown, he bounced from faction to faction in search of protection.
Because he's a
snitch.
He
converted to Muslim for a brief period. But at some point during his 20-year sentence, Crook transitioned and began...
You snitched and still got 20 years. God damn.
...identifying as a female.
What? Hold on, bro. They did you like that? So you snitched and then turned to a female in
faction,
prison, they was doing him dirty, bro. Oh
he converted to Muslim for a brief period. But at some point during his 20-year sentence, Crook transitioned and began identifying as a female.
Wow.
In November of 2023, Crook was released from prison and back on the streets. Initially, Crook had trouble acclimating to society straight
he looked crazy as hell.
out of prison, homeless and on the streets.
He posted those pictures
for a good minute.
They say he was homeless on the streets.
Initially, Crook had trouble acclimating to society straight out of prison, homeless and on the streets for a good minute. Things were tough.
The halfway house making me walk. Yeah, I think it's recording now. Hello, I'm Loera, the activist. The halfway house. I'm over here walking on Pennsylvania. The halfway house is making me walk.
They turned him out in prison, y'all. Hey, prison ain't for the weak, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. God damn.
Who knows how many miles? I'll check later on. But I had guys give pad. Some people. Guys tell me, hey, baby, what's up? You want to have a good time?
Who the hell is doing that with you? Hell no.
Becoming a full-time activist, partaking in volunteer work while connecting with the community. Crook is believed to be residing in Oklahoma City and can currently be reached on several platforms.
My name is Loera, the activist. It's my nickname. My middle name is actually Loera. My real name is Rafael, but I go by my middle name because it's neutral. If you guys are not watching this video while it's up, please pass this video around, because what I'm going to talk about today is very important.
What?
I didn't took the time really to find people, to invite people to Facebook, because I don't got that many followers on Facebook. The reason
what you talking about, man? God damn.
Keep it a little conservative. I'm not trying to.
He turned from a savage in the streets to a snitch to a woman, which there's nothing wrong with that. But from where I grew up from, you doing something like that, you wildin'. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Hey, that's crazy. And a lot of people, I'm not trying to say that he was forced to turn that way. Maybe he wanted to turn. Maybe he wanted to transition. But from my personal opinion and my understanding from the way the world works, it seems like he snitched. He got passed around faction to faction, kept getting beat up. They kept doing him dirty, because if you in prison, you already know they don't want to snitch in their pod. Straight up, straight like that. So he's going to go somewhere and try to find protection. And it seems like they was either turning him out, or the way that he found protection was to transition and do that. You feel what I'm saying? Which there's nothing wrong with that, but that is just crazy how stuff like that happens. You feel what I'm saying, man? Let me know what y'all feel about this video, man. Let me know if y'all know anybody that's locked up that's been through something like this, because this shit is crazy. That's why you stay out the streets. Because do you think he in the streets, young, knew that he was going to turn and do all this extra shit? Hell no. God damn, you feel what I'm saying, man? Y'all stay safe out here. This shit crazy.